What's up guys, it's Ryan here. Today I'm here with the review of the Moto X Pure Edition, and I'm here to talk about pros and cons of this device, and let's just see if it's worth it, and see if it's worth buying in 2016. So before we dive into those pros and cons, let's take a look at the device. So up front, there is that front-facing speaker grills. There's two stereo speakers which produce great sound quality, and there's that 5-megapixel front-facing camera. You can probably see that. And that LED flash, and there's also Moto display sensors down below, so you can press your phone in there, wave your hand over it, and you can see the time right there. And along with your notification, if you have any, and date and battery, you can just swipe down to unlock, which is a very nice feature in my opinion. And on the sides, there's the power button and the volume button, and the power button has this ribbed texture, which feels really nice. Also, you can tell it apart from the volume button. On the bottom, there's that 25-watt supported turbocharging port. On the left, there's nothing. On the top, there's that headphone jack that produces pretty good sound quality, and that SIM card slot that also gives you a way to expand the storage up to 128 gigabytes. On the back, you can see you're gonna have all your customized back panel, and you can see that 21 megapixel Sony IMX230 sensor with the dual LED flash and that Motorola dimple, which is pretty nice for holding it, and that little microphone down there. And my unit is a walnut back, feels really smooth and natural feeling, feels really nice. Yeah, it also feels pretty solid. It's a real wood. You can also get this phone backplate to leather like Horrorine leather, or a soft grip, soft touch silicone back, which also feels really nice. Actually, hold one before, and my favorite is the wood back. It feels really natural and really distinctive. But anyway, that's the end of the hardware tour, and let's take a look at the specs. And for that, we're gonna dive into CPU-Z. So this thing has Snapdragon 808 quad-core processor with 1.8 GHz, and it has 3000 mAh battery with, again, turbocharging, 16, 32, or 64 gigabytes of onboard storage with the expandable storage up top, as I said, and that's pretty much it. So let's get to the pros. One of the pros is the solid build quality. It feels really solid. You cannot bend it. You cannot, twerk it. It feels really solid in the hands. It feels reassuring. It's really heavy. There's that reassuring weight to it. Feels really, really nice and really ergonomic thanks to the curve on the back side. You can see a little bit of a curve right there. I can see the curve right there. Feels really nice in the hand. Feels reassuring. You're never gonna drop it, in my opinion, anyway. And there's also customizable design. So you can customize the front speaker grills, the back accent, and that back panel material. And there's a bunch of colors and bunch of material options, as I said. Silicone, wood, or leather. I went with wood, walnut wood. And also, you can also do engraving on the back, and also software boot greeting is all customizable, which is just the greatest thing that a manufacturer can do. Samsung, LG, or Apple never does that stuff, but Motorola does, and I appreciate that. Also, Moto software suite are really, really useful. You can wave your hand over it. Oh, come on. Wave your hand over it. You can see active notifications pop up. Even if you just pick a phone up, it'll pop up with the time. See, it popped up with the time. You just swipe down to unlock. Get on with your day. You also twist your phone, 2 times to get to the camera. See a camera activated. You also, twist twice for a selfie camera. I'm not gonna take any selfie. I don't really take that much selfie. But there you go. You can easily access the camera and approach there and take a shot. There's also chop shot to flashlight. There you go. That flash there. Light show. It's actually really convenient. It's dark out, you need a flashlight, just pull out your phone and chop twice to close. There's also the Moto app right there. You can see I also have a custom key phrase right there. You can also turn the phone off and do the custom key phrase. That's talking bottle opener. What's the weather?
It's 3 degrees with fog in Incheon.
So it does that voice command, which is awesome. And even if it's in your bag or your jacket pocket, the microphone is very sensitive, so you can pretty much pick up your voice anywhere. Also find your lost phone. That's talking bottle opener. Find my phone. Ooh, that's loud. But you can also find the lost phone, temporarily lost phone that is. There's also standby time with the battery. You might say that's a pretty small feature, but the standby time is actually pretty amazing with the Moto X. You could leave it, on a bag or in my pocket and never use it, which I never do, by the way. But there's a day where I don't use the phone all that heavily and the battery doesn't go down. But sadly, the battery life is not that great in use. I'm going to talk about that later when I talk about the cons of this device, but let's go on with the pros. As I said, there's the expandable storage up top to 128 gigabytes, and the dual stereo speakers deliver really great sound quality. And also, there's little things like custom boot animation, also the customizable design, as I said, and the software. Man, I love the software. It's pure Android, pretty much pure Android. You see, there's not much customization going on. It's pretty much stock Android, but as I said, those Moto features are awesome. Let's do that voice command once again. That's talking bottle opener. What's up?
Hello Ryan, the time is 4:15 in the morning. Nothing much going on right now.
Yeah, that's an awesome feature. Also, that active display is really handy. So you really don't have to use the power button all that much because, just pull the phone out of your pocket and just swipe down. You're ready to go. Also, the little dimple on the back, it feels really nice for holding it again. Also, it supports four major carriers in the US: AT&T, T-Mobile, Sprint, and Verizon. So this pretty much plug and play, just like the Nexus 6 and 6P. And it has that high resolution display, 1440p, also very, very color accurate, and also pretty nice off-axis viewing angles. You can see, doesn't really discolor all that much. Also has great call quality, and also that high resolution camera, and it actually has a great camcorder for some reason. The video stabilization is excellent. I'm probably going to demo it in a future video, and pictures are solid too. The videos are just top notch. For some reason, the stabilization is just really good in either resolution of 1080p or 1440p. Oh, not 1440p, 2160p. Or in other words, 1080p or 4K, which is awesome. There's also that quick charge that charges the phone under an hour to 100%, which is just freaking awesome. And the software update, I think, is pretty quick, but although, as of this video, this device is still on Android 6.0 and not 7.0, which is, not that great. But of course, Motorola is, committing to update this device to the latest Android 7.0 nougat, pretty soon. And there is all the pros. I talked about all the pros for 9 minutes at least. And now with the cons. The cons immediately, let's start with small stuff. There's no OIS. There's no optical image stabilization with the camera. And I'm alright with that. Video stabilization is great. But the photos, if you're coming from, Galaxy S6 or, LG G4 or LG G5 with optical image stabilization, you're gonna miss it here. But, it's not that big a deal. And there's no fingerprint scanner on the back or pretty much anywhere on the device, which is kind of unfortunate because the Nexus 6P or even the 5X has it. And the camera, while the video camera is, the best, the still photos are not the best. Unfortunately, it's not up to the G4, V10, V20, Galaxy S6, S7, Note 5, Note 7, nothing like that. It's not the best, but it's definitely like a top 10, I can say. And the screen on time is not incredibly long, 3.5 to just shy of 4 hours, which is not that great. Although it's better than the Galaxy S6, but it's not up to the G4 or Note 5, which has 4.5 hours of screen on time. Also, the Moto Z Play gets you like 8+ hours of screen on time, so that's kind of unfortunate. Also, software update is not as fast as when Google owned Motorola. Now Lenovo owns it, and the software update is not that fast. You can see Android 6.0, still Android 6.0, which is pretty unfortunate in my opinion. But of course, I'll do a 7.0 update video on this Moto X soon, so be sure to subscribe for that. And it also heats up a little bit when turbocharging, and this is a big phone for a lot of people. I don't care about the size. I actually like the big size. But if you're coming from the iPhone or a small size Galaxy, you're probably gonna have a hard time holding this phone. But if you're coming from the LG V10, G4, Galaxy Note 5 or S7 Edge, you're never gonna have any troubles holding this device. It's actually slightly smaller than those devices, thanks to the small, tiny bezels. And that's about it. That's the pros and cons of the Moto X. It's a pretty long video. Anyway guys, thanks for watching this video. I always appreciate your viewership. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Sorry my voice is a little bit cracked. But also if you want to see more videos like this, definitely be sure to subscribe. It'll be always appreciate it. Anyway guys, peace out.